Indianapolis, Union Jack, Broad Ripple. It's fucking crazy in there. These Bernie people are not slowing down. They're not giving up. I'm here with a lovely young couple that actually saw me tweet that I was here and came on over. Is this the Bernie group? 2% right now, and he's down by a lot, but it's 2%, so my word. I'll just take a seat.
What makes me nervous about some of these early numbers is the central time zone counties are all Chicagoland. They're very urban, and those are kind of Clinton's wheelhouse so far. So it might be things look real good, and then 7 o'clock comes around and it tanks.
Looks like we're closing the gap a little more. 12% in, Bernie 48, her 51. The Bernie or bust. It's sending ripples through the Democratic establishment. Even the Young Turks is having kind of an internal civil war about that. What do you think?
We don't want people taking corporate money pretending like they represent us. So whether it's Bernie or in another couple of years, we know how to find real champions now to get behind us, to represent us. Bernie or bust means that we're getting involved, and if it doesn't happen, we're going to make it happen.
I mean, everything that he has voted against or for, it's been what he said is going to happen. And sorry, I'm just...
So it's 50-50 right now. He's come up by 4 points since I got here 25 minutes ago. He's now passed her by actual votes, 29 ahead.
He has done more to move everything left in the last 6 weeks than anybody I've seen in the last 50 years of politics. I've been talking the talk for a long time, but I decided to walk the walk. So the last 4 days, Saturday I called 200 houses. Sunday I knocked on 40 doors. Today I called 200 houses.
Relatively quiet so that he can be heard on their mic.
I've talked to a lot of them about the Bernie or bust debate, and many of them are Bernie or bust, and a lot of them don't actually think Donald Trump means 95% of what he's saying. They kind of come from the Jimmy Dore school of thought. 2 days ago, I was at a Bernie rally in South Bend, and a lot of like college students, young 20s, and most of them seemed actually more open. That if he doesn't get it, they would at least listen to Hillary. I asked one guy, I used Jenk's terminology. I said, are you willing to take the risk that Donald Trump won't be this extreme? Are you guys prepared to shoulder the burden of electing possibly a fascist with a tan?
Donald Trump, he says all this stuff just to get Republican votes. He's not that crazy. He's only doing this just so he can get the Republican nomination.
On the Republican side, we might be seeing the beginning of the end. Ted Cruz giving a speech on CNN. So Ted Cruz dropped out. It looks like Donald Trump will be the nominee. What happens on that day for you? Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump. Are you a Bernie or bust kind of guy, or?
I'm tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. It's always like that, voting for the lesser of two evils, and I can't do that this year. I'm gonna look back on it 10 years from now and be like, I had the chance to vote for somebody I really believed in, and I'm really glad I did. And if I have to, I'll write in Bernie.
If Hillary wins the nomination, I'm going to vote for Hillary.
You will vote for her?
Yeah, I just am trying to be a little more pragmatic about it, I guess. I would much rather have Hillary than Trump.
What are you saying? Bernie's projected to win?
Yeah.
Where'd you see that?
MSNBC.
Okay. So,
NBC just projected Bernie.
Bernie or bust!
NBC just projected Bernie, and
Bernie or bust! Bernie or bust!
Bernie's won the Indiana primary. We'll see what the final percentages are.
Oh, we black. We black. We're black burners. We're black. We're all black burners. This is young. I'm old.
I looked up at the news. I was eating my burger, and I didn't want to say anything, but I was excited.
So you couldn't scream because you had a mouthful of hamburger?
I couldn't scream. I didn't want to choke. I didn't want to fall out.
I have been canvassing my butt off. I have personally knocked on at least 250, maybe 300 doors. If the lowest people, if the people in poverty and the poor people would vote, it would be it would be landslide. It would not even be contested. It would be Bernie hands down.
It's just who I've stood with. Yeah, raised Republican. And once I was out in the world on my own and experienced other people's views and things, I feel like it drew me more to Bernie just because, I don't know, he's not really your typical candidate. He wants to, continuing social changes, which I think is important in our generation.
Are you a Bernie or buster in terms of election day if it's not him?
No, I would vote for Hillary if it came down to it. I mean, I would prefer Bernie, but lesser of two evils. Hillary is better than Trump.
Bernie or burn. It's Cenk. Goddamn you, listen up. It is real.
What's wrong with Cenk? Why are you mad at Cenk?
Because Cenk was on there and he says it's Bernie or bust. We got to tone it down. I heard him. I believe that. He said that.
He said, I think that if it's Hillary first Trump, he wants Hillary just because Trump is too dangerous.
I'll tell you this. Trump doesn't scare me. Hillary scares the piss out of me.
I hate Trump. I hate his bigotry. I hate everything, but I think...
Are you Bernie or bust? If it's Hillary
I'm on that list. A lot can happen between now and November.
I'm going to write in Bernie Sanders. He is the only candidate that I've ever felt truly 100% represents me, my interests, and my values. So I'm not going to miss the chance to cast my vote for his presidency.
Even if people like you end up electing Trump?
I won't be electing Trump. The people voting for Trump will be electing Trump. I'm casting my vote for Bernie Sanders because it's what I believe in.
It's not just, we're scared of Trump, so we're going to vote for Hillary. I'd rather vote for what I believe in than voting out of fear.
Thanks.